All right, lads. Welcome back to me podcast, Cheaper Than Therapy. Mick Thomas here. How are you? Thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and coming on back. If you haven't subscribed by now, I don't need you. Don't bother hitting the subscribe button. But if you want to, just hit the thing. It's not that hard, right? Just hit the subscribe thing. That's it, right? Give me a thumbs up and a thumbs down on YouTube or wherever if you want to watch it. I don't watch podcasts, but if you do want to watch it, I'm over there on YouTube. You can check it out, and also wherever you get your podcast from. That's not bad. Come see me live. Coming up on the 25th and the 24th, weird order, 24th, 25th of July this month, I am at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in New Jersey, down the Jersey Shore. Cannot wait to get back down there. Love that club, love that town. August 9 and 10, Minnesota, I am coming to the Irish Festival with Sean Finnerty, me good buddy, me travel buddy. And the 26th all the way to September 1st, 9 shows, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. Cannot wait to head down there. So go see me live and come see me everywhere else around the city. I'm at the Comic Strip, Westside Comedy Club, Comedy Cellar, Gotham, wherever. I'm doing shows. I'm doing shows around the city. So come and see. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. So listen, it feels like it's been a while since I've had the podcast, but I wanted to kind of get back on track for every episode coming out on a Monday, sometimes Sunday audio. And because I just felt the presidential debate, I wanted to kind of get all that stuff out and get it out into the open quickly. And that's why you have the gap there in episodes. People are like, oh, make no podcast this week. Yeah, because I gave you 1 week where I got it out early and you fuckers were spoiled. So, back to normal, business as usual. There's going to be some weeks where I'm not going to have an episode. I'm traveling. I'm going to be out the country coming up this month. Not this month, this year. And you might just get audio. You might just get video. You might get both. I don't know. So don't be patient and be fair. Also, you fuckers, you don't pay for this, right? You don't pay for it. I don't advertise on the show. So be patient. All right? Be patient. I do have some things to talk about today. And here's the weird thing. This weekend I had no shows. I was booked. I took the weekend off. Loving that. Every once in a while I'll do that. Also, it was the weekend of the 4th of July. Sorry I'm late. Happy belated birthday, America. I got you me. Hope you had a great 4th of July. Hope you blew shit up and ate a lot of food. Because that's what it's about, right? That is, people in England, sorry you had to go back to work. People in regular jobs had to go back. Let me fix this thing here on my computer before it's going to do this shite. Hang on. Fucking yoke. It's all, there we go. Now we're back in business. Oh, no. There we go. This is what happens when I don't have a producer, when I have to do all this shit myself. All right, and we're back. Getting microphone falling off here and everything. It is a crazy day. Anyway, that is what the holiday is for, right? That is what the holiday is for. Just food and food and drink and blowing shit up and terrorizing your dogs and cats. So that's I won't be long, I think, before fireworks are going to be gone. By the way, I truly see that happening. People are going to complain about dogs being upset, rightly so. By the way, my dog was I spent the night on the couch with my dog because he was shivering till like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I said, you know what, might as well hang out with my dog all night, and I did. But yeah, hope you had a great 4th. That's all that matters. So anyway, I'm rambling again, Mick, rambling. So I get a phone call from my buddy, and I had no shows. Like I said, I took the weekend off, and he goes, listen, man, I need someone to open for me for a club in New Jersey. Won't mention the name of the club or the comic, because then you'll be able to figure it out. The handful of people that turned up, you know who I'm talking about if you listen to this, although they didn't like me that much, so I doubt they're following me or listening to this episode. But I go down to this club in New Jersey, and this concerns me. I did an episode about this years ago called She-Hulk. Go back and listen to it. It's like weird that it actually happened. So I'm on stage and I'm talking to somebody in the audience. There's a table of young people, right? Now here's the thing, this is not my audience, right? When I can say what I want and do what I want at my shows when my name is on the marquee, because people usually come out to see me kind of know what I'm about, what I say, what I don't say. They know me from the podcast. They know it's all whatever satire, or is it? We don't know. And so when I'm going out to see me mate, when I'm going out with him, I am his opener for this week, because I had nothing to do. His opener. You lucky bastards at that show, you got two shows, you got 2 headliners for the price of one. And Yeah, so I when you don't know Mick Thomas, right? When you don't know him, you're just not gonna get you're gonna get a weird experience. So I go up on stage and I'm talking to the crowd and in two shows, and I said I was talking about the Black Panther, the movie The Black Panther, and I just went Wakanda Forever. I did that, right? Wakanda Forever, and someone went, oh, and I thought they went like, oh, that's not a good joke. It's not a good punchline, right? And it wasn't. And it wasn't. It was improvised. I didn't write it, right? That water sounds like I'm smoking from a bongoloid. I don't do weed. I don't do the weed. Is that what it's called? A bongoloid or just a bong? A bongo. Bongo's a drum, Mick. Anyway, yeah, I don't do the weed. So anyway, and they went, oh, and I go, what do you mean, oh? And they went, you can't say that. Why? What can't I say? You can't say that. You can't say Wakanda Forever. So led me to believe. Remember, I talked about this episode in She-Hulk. Look it up. Go back to the old episodes. Just type in She-Hulk, and you'll find it. And in this show, the She-Hulk, which is the worst thing Marvel ever did, by the way. It was just the worst thing ever. It was so bad I did a whole episode about shitting on it. And she goes out to dinner with this white guy. The white guy buys a Wakandan spear from the imaginary country, the made-up country of Wakanda, right? That's true. I did hear and read some articles and saw TikToks of people after coming out of that movie who believed Wakanda was a real place, but I'll blame the American educational system for that, not them. And so the guy said Wakanda Forever, and She-Hulk just said, I don't think I'm comfortable with you saying that because you're white. So, question to my black audiences, and this episode is kind of really heavy black related. It is for my black fans and followers out there. Is that the new N-word? Is Wakanda Forever? Is that the new thing we can't say? Is that the new thing when you guys go to the gym? Are they going to talk about it in rap songs? I have heard it in a few hippity hop songs. You know, I think what's that name? That girl with the fake arse who's annoying as hell. Nicki Minaj, Wakanda Forever. Or not her. What was the other fucking idiot? Cardi B. The one that makes a sound. Bleh. I was thinking about hip hop now. They all make a sound. They've all a trademark. Ha. Ha. Blah, blah. Like they've all got a weird fucking sound. But whatever. That's art, I suppose, right? Who am I to shit on someone's art? And anyway, so Wakanda Forever, is that the new N-word? That's my point. That's my question. If Wakanda Forever is off the table, can we go back and say the N-word? Like, is that back on the table? Like, or is there now two words you can't say? Now I know there's a lot of words that are used to insult black people. There's a lot of words that are used to insult Irish people, Chinese, all Asians basically. When we don't just say Chinese, we just rope them all in together, don't we? You know, words that are gone, like disabled people. There's plenty of words to describe Italians, right? Plenty of words to describe people. So, I mean, is that another one onto the list of black people? Like, I just think, how many do you have that we can't say anymore? Again, I don't want to say it, by the way. I'm not advocating, like, oh, shucks, I can't say that word by screaming out of my car window, driving down the street, by saying, get a job, you, whatever, insert race here, right? Insert derogatory term for whatever. Is that black people in the comments? Write to me. Is Wakanda Forever off the table now? I just don't want this podcast to be played in 6 years' time when I'm accepting an Oscar, probably, right? And someone will get, oh, Oscar winner Mick Thomas. Mick Thomas uses the WF words. He used WF and now he's cancelled. I got to give back my Oscar and apologise. So I just need to know. Ahead of time, is Wakanda Forever off the table? That's all I need to know. And the sad thing about this too, man, is like, and this is why I said this episode is for black people. And I made a conscious decision that when I talk about, when I do my episodes of podcasts, when I do whatever topics I'm going to pick, because I don't really decide what I'm going to do. I'm pretty much till the last minute. But again, this week I was kind of something that was stuck in my brain and my ears. My ear balls were taking a bit of a beating this week, and I saw these videos of Kamala Harris or Kamala, whichever one. What was the big African character, by the way, not the actor who played him, but the wrestler Kamala. Remember him? He had the big stars tattooed on his tits. Yeah, pancake tits like a lot of the African tribe women do from those magazines. But yeah, so we're like, so she's on the video and she's doing something. I think it's a black award show, some show award for black people that I don't even know what the award show was for. It was another exclude white people ceremony, something that white people weren't allowed to get into, which is fine. It looked like a lot of noise. I'm glad that I'm sure there's a lot of white people like, yeah, I'm kind of glad I wasn't invited. I'll be honest with you. It looked terrible. It looked like a lot of noise. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe I'm just getting old and I don't like noise. But anyway, so there was a cutaway, I guess, and you've seen this. If you haven't seen it, I want you to go look it up. And it's this person, Tarashashi. I don't know if she's a rapper. I don't know if she's a singer. I don't know if she's just a personality, like a fucking influencer. I know nothing about her, right? I don't know anything about her. But she's in a dressing room and she gets on a FaceTime with Kamala Harris. And it's just cringy. It's just, and again, I said it last week about the debate. If I was a black person, I would have been highly insulted about that debate and how it went and how they talked about black people on that debate. It was very demeaning, degrading, and humiliating. And I think this is no more, because Kamala Harris, right, is she's half Indian. Right? We never give credit to the other half of what somebody is. We always go black. If you're half black, you're fucking fine. Do you know what I mean? Like, as long as you're half black, nobody cares about the other thing. Nobody cares that Obama was half white. Was he half white or was he half Samoan? Because he's like Hawaiian stuff. I don't know. But nobody cares. See, that's the thing. Nobody cares about the other half. He was the first black president, right? Again, Obama sure is a lovely lad. Wouldn't I'm not against him. I didn't have a problem with him being president. But when you go back and read some of the shit he did, you're like, ooh, that's rough. But at the time, I didn't have a problem with him, right? Like, nobody cares about the other half of what a person is. As long as you're black, you're fine. Of course, unless you're the guy from executive producer for Disney and you're thinking, well, you're not black enough to work for us, pal. But anyway, so she FaceTimes, and it's not a real FaceTime, by the way. This is the worst thing about it. I'd almost forgive it if it was a real FaceTime. So, listen, I've been on television before. I've been in movies. I won't name them because the movies were so bad that I don't want to have you look it up and see me and go, oh my God, that's a garnish on your career. That's an embarrassment, in it. And, I've been around it, so whenever there's a scene where somebody's watching TV or somebody's on a computer, it's just a blank screen, and they add in the stuff later, the green screen in later, because they don't want the quality of someone looking over your shoulder. So if you walk into a movie in a bar and someone's watching a sports game, they're not watching anything. They add that on later. So when you're FaceTiming on a TV screen, it's not the person. So therefore, it was so planned and it was actually scripted. So my point is, somebody approved this. That's the problem with it. I'd forgive it if it was off the fly. Listen, many fucked up things have I said on this show over the years because it's on the fly, no planning. But anyway, so she's on the phone with Taraji. I don't know what it is. And again, it's an award ceremony. So she calls her up, and you got to look it up for the full effect. It really is cringeworthy. But the thing about it, the thing about, I don't need to repeat a lot of things she said, which I will though. It was immediately how Kamala Harris, half black, right? She became ghetto, right? Ghetto, I don't mean that as an insult. Well, I guess it's an insult. If you're living the ghetto, if you're from the ghetto, then I guess that is an insult. I don't mean it as an insult. Take it how you want. But she became, here's what some of the things she said. I wrote it down, right? Because I didn't want to misquote. So Taraji gets on the phone and she goes, oh, you're a fellow bison. And she's like, you know it, right? Shaking her head like, you know it. She goes, the real HU is Howard University, right? I guess to call the Bisons, whatever. So she's like, you know it. So then Taraji goes, Madam VP, I'm out here. I'll probably do the voice. I like to do the voices on some of those. But she's like, Madam VP, I'm nervous out here. And women's reproductive rights are on the line. Our basic freedoms are on the line. And before I go any further, they're not. they're not, right? They're not on the line. Your basic freedoms are not on the line. Watch the basic freedoms. What basic freedom that you have is on the line? I'd love to know. Put it in the comment section. None of your freedoms are on the line. And also our basic freedoms are on the line. Our reproductive rights are on the line. No, they're not. Reproductive rights are the same. It's just passed down from the federal government. That's it. They're not on the line. Still go ahead, do what you want to do. Right? Anyway, so she's like, Madam VP, you're out there traveling the country. And this is what got me, right? This is what got me. This is the worst part of it. She goes, what are you seeing out there? And she went, yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. I'm out here in these streets. What streets, Kamala? Streets of your gated community? You're worth a few million. I know Tarashi's worth a fucking few million if she's on one of those dumb awards shows. What? What are you saying? Is this how you think that all black people talk? All black people talk like that, is it? We out here in these streets. Is that? And then it gets better. It gets better. And then she says about these extremists, right? These extremists, they not like us. They not like us, everybody. First of all, I had a problem with this years and years ago when Beyonce came out and she was like, I said it on stage, got booed because women don't have a sense of humor sometimes. And I was like, who run the world, girls? Right? I was like, who run the world? I was like, hopefully somebody with better grammar. That was a joke I made years ago. Who run the world? Hopefully someone who reads a fucking book every once in a while. That's shitty grammar, Beyonce. So, they not like us? Now, again, I'm going to try to not make fun of Joe Biden. I keep fidgeting with my microphone. I'm going to try to stop. I want to stop making fun of Joe Biden because I truly believe and I feel sorry for the man. And I think I am now an elderly. We're all watching elderly abuse and we're all watching the evilness of his wife. And I truly kind of going to lay off Joe. Unless I see an opportunity for a funny joke, then I'm going to rip him apart. But as a man, as someone who's lost his father, as someone who's lost both his grandparents, I don't have those people in my life anymore. So, but if I ever saw them get to that age, to be treated like that and embarrassed in front of the whole world, I would be furious. So I'm going to try back away from Joe Biden a little bit. But if Joe Biden, for some reason, I don't think he will, if for some reason Joe Biden gets elected, right, he's not making the 4 years. He's either going to step down or he's going to die. Right? He's going to die or he's going to step down. And then she's going to take over, right? She's the one taking over. This fucking muppet, this idiot, saying shit like, they not like us. Is that how you want? First of all, we have one guy out there who's representing our country, sitting down with world leaders, falling asleep, shitting his pants, not having a go. These are facts. Go look at the videos. Shitting his pants and running off stage, falling over, right? Falling off bikes in front of the world. And they're going to have this person up there saying shit like, they not like us? They not like us. So let's talk about what she's saying. What she's saying, right? They not like us. They out here, yeah, they not like us out here. And then she says, Kamala continues, she goes, they taken away the freedom to vote. Nobody's touching freedom to vote. Still go out and vote, by the way. Anyway, not one person go, hey, you can't vote. If anything, the Democrats are trying to get more people who shouldn't be entitled to vote. Funny that. I do disagree with anybody personally, anybody who's a former criminal from an American citizen who's a former criminal. Listen, you paid your debt, right? You did your time in jail. You should be all square with the house. Let him have a say in the vote. Don't take that from him, but whatever. They're not taking your right to vote. The freedom to love who you want to love. What? You can love who you want to love. Nobody stops that feeling, the emotion of loving. Nobody stops that emotion. What? Oh, you trying to hint at that we're not allowed, gay people not allowed to get married? Yes, they are. Gay people are allowed to get married. That's it. So what's your point here? What's your point? So you're just lying. You're gaslighting the country. Their freedom to be safe from gun violence. Oh, the old Hail Mary of the gun violence again. Listen, if anything, freedom to be safe from gun violence, you're the Democrats, and last time I checked, you're very soft on crime lately. Bunch of stabbies, bunch of shooties and rapies getting back out in jail for a second chance, right away. If anything, you're the one that's putting people at harm's harm at harm's risk, in harm's way. You know what I mean? Day out here, no day not. Girl, I'm in these streets. What a bunch of fucking pandering to black. Listen, I got black friends, man, and every once in a while I do get a bit more rhythm when I'm talking to them, but I don't turn into fucking Will Ferrell in Anchorman 2 when he's going to dinner with his black girlfriend's family. Now, which one of you pipe-hitting bitches is going to pass me the sugar, right? Or the salt, whatever it is. You're crazy. If I have a lot of black friends, I sit with them, I chat with them, right? And I do get a little bit of swagger comes in, right? A little bit more swagger comes in. But I don't just sit down with my black friends and just start pandering to them. We don't just sit there, sitting down talking as a moment of silence. I don't go, Tupac was great, wasn't he? Like, I don't randomly do that, right? I don't just sit there like just yawn and go, oh, what? My favorite actor? Yeah, Denzel Washington. Right? I don't pander. And that's what she did. Why isn't she pandering to her Indian side? There's a lot of Indians here too that want to vote. Does she come out then? Like what? Like how does she pander to the Indians? Because she's part Indian. I mean dot, not feather, right? Is she out there? Like does she, like, oh, you're not as like at a 7-Eleven, right? At the Subway, because that's not racist, because statistically, look it up, more Indian people own 7-Elevens and Subway sandwiches. They love Subway sandwiches. I used to love Subway sandwiches until I did it on my boycott list. Only for the price, nothing to do with the food quality, right? Look it up. I'm not being racist. It's a fact. But they're out there with their fucking Democrats plantation out there just pandering to fucking black. They think black people are stupid. They think black people are fucking dumb. That'll go, I know what'll relate to them. I'll just pretend I'm not a millionaire. I'll pretend I'm not a corrupt piece of shit. And all I gotta do for them to realize I'm one of them is just fucking have shitty grammar. That's all I gotta do. They not like us. Girl, I out here in these streets. What fucking streets are you out in, Kamala Harris? It's just the most disingenuous shit ever. And this is what all politicians do. And this has all been you go back all over my episodes. I don't endorse one politician. Why? Because they get up and they fucking give you a list of promises and they try to identify as you. They'll go to a Waffle House. Because, yeah, I'm one of you guys, right? I eat shitty waffles. Waffle House, this fucking Spirit Airlines of food. Right? I'm just like you. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're like all the other elites. Steve Jobs never let his kids near a fucking iPad. You get the fuck away from that shit. That shit will rot your brain. The owner of McDonald's never let his fucking kids eat McDonald's. Right? These elites pretend to be for you, like you. So you go, that's Mike, he's got my vote. Because they out in them streets. Pandering bullshit. Stay away from him. Stay away. Look, vote who for you want to go and vote for. But do not fucking think for any second that they're out for your intentions. And do not vote for anyone that fucking panders to you, right? Next, can't wait to see how she panders to the Eskimos out in Alaska. That's going to be great. Yeah, girl, we out here in this cold. We cutting these ice cubes up, right? We fishing for these polar bears are going to fight, right? Whatever the fuck Eskimos do. That's what you're going to do. Just that's what they're like. Don't listen to them. Don't get caught up with them. It's bullshit. I'll try to avoid politics next week. Listen, I gotta go. I got no shoes on in this episode. I've laundry to do and I want to eat some food. Anyway, thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing and coming on back. I do appreciate you. And as always, wash your hands, you dirty fuckers. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.